Hey
Hi,
guys.
everyone. We're back again for another week of discussing random stuff on the internet. And our stream has gotten a lot better since last time. Hopefully, that we can kind of continue adding to it a bit more and more, and it becomes like an actual talk show or whatever, right? Um, but anyways, so I'm joined today with the lovely Bavisan, right?
Hello.
My boy Bav, and I also have Michael with me from last time. Unfortunately, we didn't get his voice in for his input, which I thought was great. But well, now this time he can talk to us about how he feels about the topic of the week, which is all right. Tell him, Bav.
It's about sexualization in video games and other pieces of media, but we're focusing on video
Yeah,
games.
not just video games, other pieces of media too, such as like card games, maybe real life, maybe movies, stuff like that.
Indeed.
So, I guess to start things off with, how do you guys feel about the current level of sexual stuff that you see on the internet today?
I'll just do a hot take. In terms of video games, there ain't enough. But in real life, because of OnlyFans, I think there's an abundance. Yeah, that's my take.
No, I mean like in terms of media, dude. Not in terms of like what you see on like a online like that you willingly go on, but what I mean is like obviously like when you willingly watch movies and like play card games or whatever the heck or video games, you're willingly seeing that content. But how do you feel? Like, do you think it's at an appropriate level? Do you think it's at like a big level? What about you, Michael?
Just to clarify, we're talking about video games, right? Or just
Not
media in
just video
general?
games, just media in general. Yeah.
I think I think we're in like a very interesting place because I mean we haven't exited, but we were in this phase where like I guess you can say quote unquote the stereotypical state of like sexuality or like these kind of things was diminished by this wave of like woke culture for a while.
Hmm. Yeah.
So like like that's why there is a reason why like Sydney Sweeney doing that. What's that jean company called? Dude, I don't remember anymore.
Oh,
See, this is the thing, right?
Levi's.
I
Oh
remember,
yeah,
yeah,
I remember
Levi's. I
that.
remember the name. I don't even remember the company. Um, that's why when she did the advertisement, it was like such a big deal, right? Because it's like, oh my god, we're like exiting this like phase of like random stuff, and we're back in this new era of like what traditional sexiness in it. I think we could use a bit more, I think.
Oh, damn! You actually think we could use a bit more, huh?
I mean, people
I
like seeing
think
Yeah.
handsome men and
it
beautiful
was
women.
used in the wrong way for the longest time.
Okay, okay, that's fair to say. I have another friend also, and I wish you could get on for this, but he thinks that we're not going in the right direction. He thinks that we should actually just get like our piece of media should just get even more sexy, right? Like just straight up like we're not doing enough out there. Like in terms of just straight sexiness and like whatever in like games, games, movies, like but yeah, I do think we're back to, because of the whole Levi's thing. I don't know too much about that, but like, I do think that that is more classical sexiness, I guess, right? Not the new age like anime waifu sexiness, right? That we kind of see, right? What about you, Bev? What do you think?
I think there could be a little bit more. Zorath has a point where um, I don't know, people like to jump to conclusions, like especially with the Sydney Sweeney thing. To me, it seemed like they were just being petty. They were jealous that she looked good in basically anything, and they were projecting their insecurities and shit. I don't know.
Well, that's
Maybe
just
that's just
obvious.
me,
That's just true. Yeah.
but it's just, I don't know. People are just jealous, and they're taking offense to things that they really have no business taking offense to.
Okay. Me, on
But
the other
I
hand,
I do like
I
seeing beautiful
think
women and handsome
okay.
men doing things. So
Me, on the other hand, I personally think the level of where we're at right now, we're good. We don't need to go any. We don't need to go any further. I think we're good.
You are dead drunk.
Okay? And that's like illustrated by like our pieces of media and all our stuff and whatever. I think we're fine. But another conversation that we should also really talk about is whether or not all these things like sexualization in video games is done also because of like just like does it make the game better or is it more profitable, right? As well, right? So,
Well, those two are linked, right?
yeah, for sure. No, wait.
If you like, sorry, let me put it this way. It's not that it's linked because okay, I'm talking only from the perspective of video games right now, but it's like if you're fighting to save the world and your romance options are ugly as hell, you're not really incentivized to save the world at that point. You know, you're just like, why are we the bad guys? You know, it's like, whereas like if you go in and you have like Shadowheart, man, and she's trying to tell you like, can you murder your friends for my dark god? And you're like, hey, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. They were terrible people in the first place. It does in a way incentivize you to play the game. And because of that, on a more practical monetary basis, the game does better, right? There's more players, there's more people buying copies of it, like all these kind of things, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that I'm focusing on video games because they're my favorite thing. There are people that do prefer story over like looks and stuff, but I'm gonna be real with you. Have you guys played Spider-Man 2? Like the Insomniac one?
Nope.
Well, Mary Jane, I don't know what they were doing with that like mocap because the person that they used was actually quite pretty. They kind of like uglified her for some reason, and it was so weird because I feel like Mary Jane, like in the comics and stuff, was supposed to be like a beauty standard, but then they just kind of what they certainly didn't cook with their facial animations and the way that she looks.
Oh, I see
So,
it. I see it. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh, can I?
Not exactly the.
Let me see if I can hold on.
Not exactly the.
I'm gonna. What's it? Mary Jane Spider-Man 2. What is that, man? What is like what? What is that? Is this supposed to be the most beautiful redhead you've ever seen? No.
But okay, but here's the thing. It's like if you compare it to Spider-Man 1, I think that's an improvement, though.
Yeah, I mean,
No?
yeah, I guess so.
I'm basing this.
not a
I haven't played any of these games. I'm only looking at this,
I'm
right?
not a fan
Like
of the
I'm
Raven
only
Wing
looking
too.
at it for the sake of looking at it.
Yeah, hey, you do.
I
have a
mean,
point.
never
don't-
mind. I
don't
take
really.
my words back. I think they're like they
Oh.
both have their things going on.
Like you look further and you're like, yo, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, like I saw a few more angles and I'm like, okay, you got me there, and never mind. I take my words back. I
What about you, Rush? What do you think?
think he's been too aghast. He's just not able to respond right now.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. But yeah, I don't know.
But
just
yeah,
like,
like-
I play a lot of gacha games, so that's what they like gooning, and the gooner and the goonettes, I suppose. Because look at this guy over here, Monato.
Yeah.
Isn't he a handsome fella? Look at this guy and
Why are you gay?
his muscles that are on top of muscles. Look at that.
You are gay.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
This
He's
guy
like
is
he's like your
jacked, dude.
ideal male furry.
Yeah, and let me see. Like, I think there's oh, here he is, Hugo. He's my favorite character. People will call him a twink because he's a little bit like feminine looking. But look at my boy. Look at him.
I mean,
Right,
yeah,
right.
he could pass for like a female if the story told me, oh, this is just a female who really likes to dress in male like a tomboy. I'm like, okay, that's I would see it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I completely missed what you guys were talking about. Okay, go back.
Can't go back when we're already forward.
Yeah, man. Full
Go
steam
back.
ahead.
What are we on right now?
We were talking
We're,
about.
we're talking about video games as like video games for now. We're talking about we were talking about Spider-Man 2 and how like that character wasn't really worth saving the world for.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I think I
You
have
mean
the Mary
the
Jane. Like, look, what?
in
What is?
Spider-Man 2?
What is this, bro? What is
Hold on, let me
this?
see.
I don't know if it's
Wait,
showing up on
who?
OBS properly. This is
Yeah,
Mary
it is.
Jane.
But who is that?
This is
that
Mary
like
Jane from.
that's Mary Jane?
Yeah, from Spider-Man. Yeah, that's the response I'm looking for, bro. That's Mary Jane. Yeah, that's what I said when I first saw her. Like, what the fuck did they do to her? I mean, I should
All
probably
right,
cut
okay.
that out. But anyways,
I mean, hot take, but I don't think she's that bad looking.
no, she's not that bad looking.
I agree. I agree.
She's not that bad looking, but like, isn't she supposed to be like extremely pretty, like according to comics and stuff? She's supposed to be
Not
like
really.
that girl next door, like gorgeous, that kind of thing. Like, you know, the one in the Sam Raimi films. She looked nice.
Yeah.
She seemed more like in tune with MJ, although she had her own problems personality wise in the story. But we're just talking about looks right now.
Was that MJ? Was that
MJ,
Alright.
Sam
Well,
Raimi.
Sam Raimi? The Sam Raimi film? Though it's the one with
She's cute.
who's the other Spider-Man? The only Spider-Man. The real Spider-Man.
Wait, which one? Are you
Tobey
talking about?
Maguire, right?
Oh yes, yeah. Oh god,
Yeah.
I was a little worried about what you're leading up to. But yeah, she's cute. I like her. She looks better than whatever is in Spider-Man 2.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. None of these look like comic book MJ. Okay,
Well,
like comic book MJ looks like she's kind of nutty. Yeah, like that. That's comic book MJ.
interesting.
Like I know in real life you're never gonna find a person like that, right? But
Yeah, man.
like I don't know. To me, like none of those scream actual MJ from the comics, and I think that's fine. Not everything has to be like one to one with the actual like source material, right?
Yeah. I just thought since, they want to sell as much as possible, they could have done a little bit better with their
But
in
but
their
the
art
the
direction.
argument stands, right? It's like, would you prefer this comic book version or would you prefer the video game version?
Oh yeah, I mean,
I would
yeah, I
prefer
guess
the
you're right.
comic
Yeah,
version.
definitely.
Right.
prefer the
That's your
comic.
point, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
point, right? Like she is clearly like that comic book version is clearly overly sexualized, right? She is supposed to be this like smoking hot girl next door, right? And it's like that's what if you're trying to quote the same universe when you produce something like a movie, a game, or something, right? And you're trying to draw fans from the original source material, aka the comic book readers, the OGs, right? You're looking at it and like that's who they're imagining, right? That's who they want as the MJ that they're gonna save,
Exactly.
right? Not whatever the hell we just saw on the other side of the Google
right.
search.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is just me, but this is gonna sound kind of gay, guys. All right.
I'm here for it, bro. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I always thought, like, yeah, Spider-Man, the girl, whatever. I always thought that was like ancillary to the plot of Spider-Man, which, to me, the plot of Spider-Man's always been, with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, by the way, that's a Bible verse. I only found that out like maybe a couple months ago. That's a Bible verse. And yeah, I always thought like, oh yeah, you could have all these girls, you could have all these, but the true thing is about Spider-Man and Spider-Man alone. I know that sounds hella gay, but like, still, like that's always what I figured.
I mean, I was
I
expecting.
have
like,
no idea.
I mean, I was expecting like an extremely hot take, but that's not very gay at all.
It's
Yeah.
like
That's like,
it's like very bland, honestly.
yeah,
Really, that's a black. Okay, that's
it's all right,
it's a
dude.
bland take. Okay.
It's all right, dude.
Ah, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, while we're still on this topic, maybe we could focus a bit more on like the card game aspect of it, right? Oh, actually, here's something really interesting, right? That I was watching some like YouTube channel and she reviews books and whatever, right? And one of the things that she says was the writing for females is starting to get really weird, right? They'll start like publishers will want sexual like things in like a book that has no right or no reason to really have a sexual plot. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? And the reason they're doing it is because that stuff sells, right? Like most women really like sexual sort of like encounters with like some guy or whatever the heck it is, and they like it
they're kind of like
sprinkled into their book. And
it's like light BDSM, right?
yeah, go on.
It's like light BDSM
Well,
stuff, right? I've heard.
that's part of it, yes.
Yeah, it's
That is
very.
Not
part of it.
everything has to be 50 Shades, you know?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, not everything is 50 Shades, but they want some sort of romance, right?
Yeah.
And like this is like really like a problem within female like sort of books because, like females just unfortunately can't have books where it's just a female lead trying to be a female lead, right? Like males, we have it. Like we have like power fantasies and like where we're saving the world from like bad guys, Warhammer style, and we're destroying evil and all that stuff, right? Or like it's like mundane shit about like how a guy goes throughout life and stuff, but like and he has like an awakening within himself and whatever, and he fights like his own demons and whatever. But like women, largely their books they don't have any standalone female heroes because women are really looking, or not even just women, just anyone who reads those types of books are really looking towards like a sexual sort of like encounter, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that?
I mean, that's the reality of business, right? Like you can make or write whatever you want, but if you're trying to make money from it, like unless you're really really good, like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's impossible, right? But unless you're really 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 good at what you're doing, you're going to need to compete in the market. And competing in the market means you're most likely going to succeed by selling what everyone or the majority of people want, right? And in this case, if you're saying, oh, I'm a person who writes books for females, and let's just say for the sake of the example, majority of female readers love reading some sort of like intimate encounter or some romance in their books, and you say don't want to do that. I mean, you could, but you'd also, it's your freedom to do so, but it's also you're going to face the reality that no one wants to publish you because they're looking at your book and they're saying based on the understood formula your book isn't going to sell.
Right. Bev, you have any input on this one?
Yeah, I think Zorath has a point. It's just you can't really go against the grain too far. I mean, it's also like comes into the YouTube like creation stuff too, like on a slight tangent. You notice that a lot of new and upcoming YouTubers these days, they have like unhinged like takes with like certain things. Like this is one guy that I've been watching that does endless Zone Zero content. He just goes for like
Yeah.
the really questionable like rated R type memes at the end of his videos to try and like boost viewership, and I think he's just trying to pull people in using, you know, the sex sells marketing style.
I mean,
that's
dude,
just the thing that people have to do to.
When we upload this video, I'm gonna try and create a really raunchy thumbnail, right?
Yeah,
And then we'll see
just
how
the
well
way.
this does compared to our first one,
Yeah.
right? And then we'll just let the numbers speak for itself. But I do think yes, sex. Undeniably, I think sex does sell. Are we all on the same page on that one?
I mean,
Yeah.
the fact is it works for both, and I wonder why it came to the point where women prefer that kind of book that focuses on the, I guess, the raunchier part. Like they do want romance stuff, but it does tend to lean towards a slightly 50 Shades style of storytelling. Have you guys read
Well, it's not
Verity?
all BDSM. I think the
No,
example the
not
person was trying to make is like
no, like have you read Verity,
Like-
for instance, or like This Is Us, or like stuff like that? It's like the women's books. Like my wife reads them, and she would like the women's group likes reading this kind of stuff. So, yeah.
oh, dude, okay, segue, right? But did you know you can buy like not buy, sorry. You can check out smut from the library.
What?
What?
Like female smut.
where
like,
where
yeah.
kids are? What?
Like yeah, dude, you can like it's crazy like but the thing is it's not like guy smut. It's like video no, not video.
Oh my
audio
God.
dramas, right? But they cater to like women and stuff, right? And it gets to that like raunchy edge. And those are like the library's just like, yeah, that's chill. Like, you can go get them.
How did it turn out like that? What the hell?
I don't know. I think it's just because like that stuff is technically not considered like super taboo, right? And that's a whole other conversation about like what is taboo, and I guess unfortunately guys just want the raw, like, straight up sex, whereas like women are okay with the emotional sort of like they really want that emotional connection to sex, right? Um,
I suppose
yeah,
so.
like guys is just like, oh, it's more about like who is it, but like I guess for girls it's more about like everything else, right? It's like
Yeah,
it's like why do they choose me out of every other girl and like all that stuff, right? So okay, good segue into the next part. We've all agreed that like sex does sell. Now, linking this back to video games and all the other stuff that we love doing, do you think that a video game is make or break based on the sex appeal?
No. No, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, you guys, okay, never mind. I figured you guys would 100% say, hell yes, right? And we could have this whole conversation about why you think that is, but like, obviously, without like going into it, or without not going into it, but like, I'm not gonna like, you know, not talk about the elephant in the room, which is Stellar Blade, which was, I believe it was 2025, right?
Yeah, I believe it was last year.
Right?
Yeah.
It was released, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I've played the demo of the game. I think it's pretty cool, right? But obviously, one of the main takeaways of the game is how sexy it looks and how sexy the main character is,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? So, what do you guys think about Stellar Blade? I guess
I really like
you think
it.
this is the
I've never
future of
played
video
it.
games?
I've never played it, but like, again, it really. I don't think this is the future, if that's what you're asking. Like, for example, like Stellar Blade. From what I'm just looking at the images. I don't even know what it is, but like,
Let me pull them up
is-
so people can see.
I said, it's like some action adventure game. It's like we've had so many successful ones that didn't require an extremely hot female to play in it, right? Like, we had God of War. We've had like Devil May Cry. You know, we've had all these kind of like action games that can appeal without having to appeal
My
to
goodness.
like a sexual kind of thing. Now, do I think it gives you an advantage? I think in some cases it will, right? I think
Okay.
there's
Yeah, it'll pull in that
Hold that
crowd.
point, Michael.
It's not a problem.
I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna press you a little bit on this one. Do you think that Devil May Cry did well because Nero, Dante, and Virgil look hot? Like, as in conventionally, they are attractive.
I mean, it's
guys,
possible,
right?
but it's not the focus on the game.
Do you but like
Because
do you think
they
a
are
game
good-looking
that's
fellows.
just-
It's just the truth.
Do you think a game that's just straight ugly though? Okay, I don't know what I could point to. That's just like
Oh, do you mean
the
like
character is just
Solstice?
fundamentally super ugly. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Super ugly.
Bav, pull up my favorite character, Urgot from League of Legends. Okay.
But Erdod has so much
Do you think
aura.
if this guy, he's what?
He has
But
so
he's-
much aura. Like, hold on, let me...
He does.
Look
he
at-
does.
look
I
at
fucking
this
love
guy, dude.
I
Look
mean,
at
this
him.
guy. Yeah.
This guy has... Oh my god, stop that. Holy shit. Look at this guy's
Okay.
biceps, bro. This is peak performance. What are you saying?
Peak.
Look at this guy.
male
This guy can
man's
bench
shit
press a
right
building. For real.
Gay.
Oh, dude, 100%. 100%.
Gay.
Now, if, let's say, Devil May Cry starred my boy Urgot, or not even Urgot, what about the other guy, Gregas, right?
Okay, I don't know.
Right, let's say
That's
Devil May
that's
Cry
not
was just a
fair.
bunch of fat losers, right? Do you think it would have performed the same way?
Crackers is funny, though.
If it
I
had
don't know.
solid gameplay, right?
You know what? This is peak performance, too. What do you say, bro? Look at this man. He's carrying barrels
Never said anything wrong about
weed.
Greggy's. I never said anything wrong about Greggy's.
I think it would still do well.
Yeah, because,
Like, okay, you have to remember one thing. Oh, sorry. Do you want to say something?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll
No,
talk
go
after. Yeah.
Like, I think that at least for me personally, the sell point that made Devil May Cry and God of War, or at least these two are the games that come to mind, right? The reason that they do really well is because everything was on theme, right? Like, God of War is about literally this dude who just slaughters his way through Olympus. What do you make him? You make him look like a complete psychopath, right? He's like has no armor, has like tattoos over his face and chest. He looks literally unhinged, right? He's a complete psychopath, and it makes sense because he's trying to kill his way through all the Greek gods. You put Devil May Cry in. Devil May Cry is a game based on how cool you are, right? Your combo systems, how long you keep someone to float in the air by shooting pistols at him. What do they do? What character do they use for that system? Cocky, badass looking dudes, right? Like it synergizes with each other. That's why I think it would go well. Now, if you're saying, hey, are we doing a rule of cool system, but we're using Gragas as the main character? Okay, it would be kind of weird, right? Like it would be kind of like disjointed in a sense. Whereas if you said, okay, let's make a Gragas action game, it's solid, but it's based on like some really, I don't know, like troll looking, like how many barrels can you throw at the same person before they like, expire? It's like, okay, I think that would be pretty cool if the gameplay is solid.
Okay. So you're in the camp of if the gameplay is solid, then it would still sell, right?
Yes.
To be honest, that's probably
Unless
the
you
camp
you really, really mess it up. Like if you really mess up the artwork, like I can't help you, right? Like
I'm genuinely
All right,
curious to
perfect.
see how they would make Gragas play in this game. He might unironically be the most fun.
dude,
Genuinely.
of course, man. Like imagine this, but he's just throwing barrels at you, or he's using his belly to body slam you up into the air, dude.
Yeah. And like they would give him other weapons too, because that's in theme with the game, but my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, and he just drinks repeatedly just to gain health or just to gain whatever. But that would be really fun.
Were you guys able to see that video, by the way? Was I doing the game justice? No?
Yeah,
Hell
yeah. I
dude.
saw the yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright, perfect.
So, I mean, obviously this goes on to the next point, which is what about Concord? What happened with Concord? What do you guys think happened with Concord?
Didn't they just make a shitty live service game with shitty microtransaction? And then they also like did a huge dookie on the story. They just did everything they could do wrong with a game, and then they posted it live as a live service game. That's what I took from that whole fiasco. Didn't they delist it
The
like a
only
couple
thing I
months too?
knew was like I have no idea what it like. I have no idea how the game plays. I still don't.
I think it's a
We can't even try it anymore.
I think it's an extraction shooter. Do we have any gameplay of this, Bav? Pull it up.
Let's see.
I'm kidding. I thought it was an extraction shooter.
First multiplayer, first
no, it's a
person
hero
hero shooter. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Overwatch.
Yep. So I think everybody at that moment when that Concord released, they really didn't want any more hero shooters. They're just like, fuck hero shooters.
No.
I mean,
So
there's-
see, that's where I disagree.
There's irony because
Yeah,
Honorable
I-
Rivals exists. And that
Yeah,
game's
I
doing
don't
great.
think it is about a hero shooter. It's about the superheroes, right? Overwatch has, to their benefit, some really cool heroes and some really cool characters. And they early on in their game development, when they first started Overwatch, they really tried to build their stories so that people got into the characters, not just the game but the characters as well. And Marvel Rivals obviously is based on Marvel characters, and they actually did the designs pretty well, so good for them. Concord is like an entirely new universe, and I'm looking at like their entire roster, and they all look hideous. Like there's not a single redeeming model in this entire thing.
All right, Bev, pull up the roster. Who the fudge is that?
Oh. This has been bigger. Anyways.
Cause that's a cool character.
Yeah,
I don't know what that
Ben
is, but that's a
Bigger.
cool ass.
It sucks that
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
he has
Did
gold
I
chains
play
and
this
stuff.
character?
Yeah.
This guy's amazing.
Dude, look how
Yeah.
much drip this guy has. This guy's got one of those things like those fudge. I actually like this guy's belt.
For some reason, I thought he was wearing a judo uniform, like some like sort of like judo robes, the taekwondo kind of things.
He's actually a construction worker who's also an accountant. Can you believe it? You never would have guessed,
I can
right?
believe the construction worker, not the accountant part.
All right, I don't know, man. And that sounds like some AI written script. Okay, like oh, he's a construction worker, but he's also he does taxes. Like it's like what?
Look,
He's just trying to live his life, bro. What do you mean?
look at the image in the bottom left.
All right.
This one?
Is there a way? Yeah, there we go. Let's look at that image. Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up on the big screen, Jamie.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Is there any way you
unfortunate.
can right click and then open the image?
Open image in new tab.
And then go to yeah. Oh no, we can't. Okay, you'd have to go probably find another one.
Okay. Maybe.
So like the reason I bring up this game is because since we're talking about games looking like it's largely about the gameplay, right? And if it is just largely about the gameplay, then Concord didn't have to fail, right? But maybe
Nobody said Concord's gameplay was good though.
That's true. Nobody did say Concord's gameplay was good, but
Right.
the
Like,
most
I
I
think-
think online is
Yeah.
yeah. Go on.
The most you said what?
The most I've heard online is people are like, "Oh, this is some woke trash," and like, all the characters look super ugly. But like I want to take a look at. I don't think every single character can be ugly, right?
I mean, I think it's these 10. Can I zoom in properly?
All right, okay, so let's look at 'em. Let's zoom in. Okay, first one. Okay, fine, she's ugly. Okay, go to the next one.
The fuck is
Dude,
this?
it's the hair. It's the hair.
I mean, she could be
Oh
cool.
my god.
She's like a
Like she looks like. What is that thing called?
It's like StarCraft.
She looked like she like scavenged a portable toilet and used it as her armor.
That is what she
Oh my
looks like.
goodness.
Like this is post-apocalyptic. We have nothing left to fight for, and that's all I could scavenge. Like,
All
okay,
right,
I get it,
what
you
is
know?
that? Is that a water?
Yeah, that's a water tank.
With the little camera here. What
What
the...
the hell is that? It's a water
With
tank.
legs.
Okay, next one.
Yo, that's diabolical. What the fuck? It's supposed to be like me.
Hey, there's no way that's a game.
This is Hellboy, dude. What happened to our boy? Oh my goodness.
Dude, that really does look like a ripoff of Hellboy. If you like, let's just make him blue. What is that?
Oh my
What is
goodness.
that?
Robot, I think. No,
That guy-
it's some
that's like-
wannabe
that's like-
assassin.
Dude,
Someone tried to make like I don't know a character out of like base whatever. Okay, this character. Okay,
she could have been cool, but
I
what's
think
this color scheme?
She is definitely attractive. Okay, and I think a lot of people would actually say she is the most attractive person in this game.
Okay, but she's
that's-
not really up against competition.
There's no real way
True.
she's losing to whatever these are.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what's
like
the one all the way to the right? Is that a microwave on her head? Oh, it's okay. It's not a microwave. But
no, it's one of those
it's a
like
Funko
it's
Pop
one of those
box.
like plastic things you put on like Costco rotisserie chickens.
Oh my god.
oh my god,
She's hotboxing.
you're
dude.
right. No, dude. Okay,
Oh
you know
my
what? Yeah,
goodness.
these characters are kind of
They literally just threw a bag of paint at shit, and they're like, "Ah, yes, play them." What the hell?
Okay.
That's
you know
such
what?
a waste.
I think all of it together, with the fact that Concord's gameplay is probably shit, right? That's probably what was the death of Concord, right?
Probably.
How about we talk about something a little bit more recent? What about High Guard? Bev, can you open up the High Guard characters?
Roster.
Highguard, I think, is fine.
High Guard's characters? I don't know. I've heard people say that they're pretty ugly.
Is it this
With
one?
the exception
Okay,
of one
they're
girl,
not
'cause
the
they're-
prettiest characters.
They look okay.
Wait, these guys look sick.
But at the
What
same
fuck?
time-
Okay, no. Okay, I actually think these guys look sick. But the
So I mean,
Okay, maybe people are
I guess
wrong
it.
here,
I guess it
honestly.
kind of also like goes the other way. Like even having good-looking characters couldn't save the game. So it's just like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
because they,
mean, from
they look pretty good. It's like a Wukong lookalike.
From what I've heard, yeah, Concord is or not Concord. Sorry, High Guard. The gameplay was just really bad. Like in one of the reviews,
Yeah, it's
I
a
read, one
really
guy's-
boring game mode.
One guy's like,
Which is a
"Oh,
damn
dude, the
shame.
map is the size of like some small Russian country or some shit."
What the hell?
Forgot. Yeah, no, you're just constantly running around trying to collect material. You might not even see an enemy.
An
And
empty
you know
open
what? I
world.
feel bad. I totally feel bad because I spoke to you about this, Michael. I think that High Guard tried to break the mold and it got really punished. You know, unfortunately.
I guess it depends on
You know,
what
they
kind of
tried to-
clouds
Yes,
that
but
they're
there's a
following.
reason there's a mold, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but we won't get any of these unique games unless like people try, right? So I'm not like gonna bash on it like, oh, I hate this game kind of a thing because I understand they were trying to make something new and it's hard to.
Maybe they took the wrong feedback.
Yes.
Like, the vocal minority that's really loud about the things they dislike. Maybe they try to do like
No,
incorporate
dude.
things.
Here's the problem. Nobody asked for this game or this gameplay, Bev. Like nobody did at all. It's like a base builder, like Rust kind of a thing, but like
Okay.
you're fighting to destroy the other person's base. They basically miniaturized Rust, like the experience of raiding a base.
Ooh, were they
they
trying
made
to
it really
capitalize
small.
on that?
Yeah, but nobody really asked for something like that, right? Like and
I
like
guess they could just play Rust.
I get
for
it.
cheaper.
Rainbow Six Siege Rainbow Six Siege is search and destroy, but in a smaller scale and like tighter, and it's so much better, right? And it paid off because of that, right? But you have High Guard that's just like they really tried to make the thrill of raiding someone's arc base into a reality, and it didn't work out, and I feel terrible.
Well, it's good to try.
Yeah,
It's just
it's try.
like I think it's a relationship, right? It's like your game's visuals, including its characters, is your advertisement, right? It's the thing that's gonna draw people into your game. Your gameplay, how the game plays, is what is going to make them stay and also determine how far it grows. Right. So it's like
Exactly.
if your game looks good, people will try it. But then if if it has terrible gameplay, no one's gonna stick around, right? Concord was the entire opposite. It was so ugly, no one even bothered giving the game a try,
Yeah. God damn it,
right?
Michael. We want unreasonable takes. We don't want reasonable takes. Okay.
You want unreasonable takes? I can give you an
Yeah.
unreasonable take.
Okay. What's an unreasonable take?
If they scrapped High Guard right now,
Yeah.
remade it with all female characters with anime voices, and they just fixed some of their gameplay and re-released it, it will succeed.
All right, that's a pretty spicy take. And you know what? Okay, I actually disagree with it a tiny bit. I think it'll get people to play the game. I don't think they will stay. I think the gameplay still cripples it, unfortunately.
No, but they have to fix it. I'm not saying you have to just re-release it the same way.
So they
Like you have to
the
fix it.
gameplay.
Like not you don't because I think I agree with you. I think the concept is interesting. I just think it was executed poorly. Like
very poor.
there's too much downtime. There's like not enough time I'm shooting somebody.
For sure, yeah. So, let me see here. And around that, how about we take a look at some Gooner cards from certain card games? So, obviously, me and Michael, we play Magic the Gathering, right? Do you think Magic the Gathering has gotten more Gooner or less Gooner?
Let me see what Google
Neither.
thinks.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's
You think-
moved.
Oh, okay, but do you think it was inherently like? Do you think like there was a lot of Gooner material in Magic, or do you think it's like there's zero Gooner material in Magic?
Oh, there's like there is a very small amount of Gunner material,
Sephiroth?
but I would say for the most part, it is probably. Let me think if I can make this statement. Well, no, I mean, oh, I don't know enough about other card games, but I think it has done a good job of like, yeah, it hasn't like accelerated or increased its Gunner content at all.
And obviously, this is an IP that I bring it up because it's an IP that like has still survived to this day. But I think just because Magic the Gathering's core gameplay is just so good and addictive, right? And even if it is like I don't think a Gooner market would actually like work in this sort of thing, like in this sort of card game. Same thing with like Pokemon, right? Like there are a few Gooner cards in Pokemon, but not like a whole ton, right?
Really?
But like yeah, there's not a ton because like think about it, it's like Charizard and like
Oh no,
like,
not the furries.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about
But
these.
okay, while I was like researching this for like the Magic the Gathering thing about how Gooner it was, so I'm surprised you guys didn't say like, oh, Magic the Gathering isn't Gooner at all. Okay, Bav, pull up this card called Vampire Bite or Vampire's Bite. Okay, for Magic the Gathering.
This one?
It's the first one.
First.
The first card.
Open link.
Where's the vampire?
It's the teeth.
Where's the vampire? I mean, I know it's the teeth. What?
Oh, she's going for the
Why
Kerrigan
is
look.
the first thing in frame titties?
No, the first thing in frame is the vampire. Exactly what you
Okay.
just asked for.
Okay, fine. The center focus is definitely not the bite. Okay,
Yes, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Dad, what do you think about this?
What is this artist's name? On the bottom left.
Let me
Bottom
let me open it again.
Christopher Moeller?
Christopher Moeller. I don't know. I mean, personally, to me, it seems pretty tame. But because I don't even know what the target creature gets. 3 attack, I assume. The spell was kick the creature gains
I
life
mean,
link.
it doesn't matter what the card does. It's not even a
It
big
seems
deal.
it
I
seems
just wanted to
okay.
bring in like
But I don't know, because like
that is
when you
definitely
like
a
I imagine like people use this card in tournaments or something. But maybe all they're focused on is winning. I don't know. Like the card games are a little bit if you're not casual, I feel like this stuff doesn't really matter. But if you are casual, then you'd be like, ooh, I want this. And
Okay, what about what about Weiss Schwartz Bev? Do you know about that card game?
uh
That's a card game. I swear is
I
100% marketing toward gooners and people that watch anime.
how do you spell that, sorry?
All right, I put a link in the Discord. Like, just click that.
On my oh, okay. A White Shorts winter card site. Well, well, well.
I think there's worse because I think they had a Konosuba like crossover.
Ooh, I do like that.
So a lot of the common cards are
Oh, they have Nikkei cards.
just sexy
Yeah,
Kono. Yeah, they have sneaky cards, which I was gonna say. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's like Gooner cards, but
Meliodas
technically,
too.
Nikke's already pretty Gooners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, isn't that game already like a really
That
good
game
game?
is yeah, it's a very Gooner game.
I mean, ironically,
Yeah.
like the story is actually pretty good, but the fact is they marketed it towards like Gooners to get people inside, like to actually start playing and stuff. But yeah, the story is
Yeah.
surprisingly good for what they presented to the audience, and they're actually pretty generous
Yeah.
too. I'm still playing that game.
What
I'm just
about
waiting for
okay?
my
Have you guys played
rating
this
units to
horse
get
game that
stronger.
came out or whatever?
Oh yeah, the Pretty Derby, that one. Uma Musume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you guys played this game? Okay, like,
No.
are you guys a fan of it? I haven't played this game. Okay, but from what I've heard, it's a bunch of anime girls, and they're all translated to horses, and they all race.
It's like Gold Ship, I think, right? And that's the
It's the other way around. These are all horses, and they've been translated into anime girls.
Oh, right. Okay. No offense. Okay, actually, all the offense. I'm sorry, but these anime dudes, if you slap anime girl on fucking anything, these dudes are gonna fucking strike. All right, like from the shadows, and they're gonna like anything. Like let's say it's like a bunch of pencil sharpeners, but they're
pretty-
all girls.
they're pretty cute though. I mean, this
Right?
one's doing something for me. God damn, they're not bad.
No, the other thing
They're not bad.
is I don't think you can sexualize them or something. I don't know what the exact ruling is, right? But I think some of them have like there's like rights to not loot up the horses, right?
What in the world?
Yeah, because these are all based off real horses, right, Bev? So like,
No,
I did not know
okay,
that.
so
What the hell?
I don't know if this story is true, so don't quote me on it. But I know for a fact that because these horses are actual race horses, like all of these horses in RL at some point, most of them are dead, by the way. But at a certain point, like they were all race horses, and obviously they are all like they all have an owner, right? So when these companies approached them and said like we need you to like kind of give up the rights to the horse so that we can create a character off it because you need permission to do that kind of thing.
Right.
So they had to go ask for permission. And there was this two dudes who each have one of these horses and they're like rivals with each other because they like both breed like race horses, I guess, with each other.
Okay.
And they explicitly made it in their contract or something that what their horse's anime character had to have bigger boobs than the other one.
These men are men of culture. I like that. What the hell?
Yeah, dude. I was like, I respect that. I respect the hustle, dude. I respect it.
Dude, they have to win. You know what? It is what it is. You gotta win even in death, bro.
But yeah, but I also think like this game, right? Obviously, these anime girls are going to attract a lot of people, but I also think it probably does have a very enjoyable gameplay loop, which is why the game is so popular. I think if the game was absolute garbage, people wouldn't play
I
it.
believe it's a gacha game, which is, inherently predatory by nature.
Yep.
Yeah, just like Zenless, by the way. Like, even though I loved this game to pieces, you shouldn't play this game. The monetization is garbage. But
Yeah.
Bernice is in this game, so I played for her.
so you have to play for her.
Where you she's crazy, bro. Dude, pyromaniac women are, I don't know, man. I wouldn't like them in real life, but in this game, she's the best. Anyways, sorry.
All right, so let's say a game has both really good gameplay and really hot characters. Like, you know what I mean? Do you think that's the recipe for like straight up success right there?
Yeah, I think you can't really succeed if you're trying to push the narrative that you're, oh, we have a game with ugly characters, so they're super relatable. I don't think that's really going to capture an audience, if that's what you mean. Because like the thing is, they don't have to even market that their characters are gorgeous. They just have to look normal and like on the prettier end of normal too, and people will still be okay with it. Because like I think in
Yeah,
Cyberpunk
right.
they're pretty cool, but they are generally rather normal looking. The customization is where um, you can really go to town. So it depends. Like
Hmm.
my brother, for instance, he goes out of his way to make characters ugly. He would have a field day with a game like that, but I wouldn't. I genuinely dislike playing that way. So you know,
Mhm.
yeah.
And I also think that everybody's definition of what a pretty character or what a gooner character is like it's very different, right? Like I had a friend, he plays the Gundam card game, right? And he's telling me like the Gundam card game is now being like dominated by gooner cards, right? And then
Mm,
I saw some of them and I'm like, okay, these aren't as bad as I thought they were. They're not gooner cards, they're just like, man, I have to like pull them up. Michael, do you have those examples of like those cards from the Gundam card game? And you do
Uh,
play Gundam, right?
I've played it. I don't. I'm not really like. I still follow it a lot, but I'm
Hmm.
not crazy about it. Let me see. Let me find the Gunnar cards.
She would totally be there.
so
But
like,
it is weird how they put her in such a
so is it insulting that
Gooner
she's been
outfit.
put in a Gunner outfit? Like, is it against her character in this situation?
She's more
No,
of a
no.
tomboyish character, right?
Yeah, she is, but like she's also seen at one point to like I don't think it's with beyond the realms of impossibility that she's wearing this outfit. I
Okay.
I think it is also strategic, obviously, that she is wearing this outfit in this art.
Of
But
course.
again, like I don't think this is crazy.
Gooner, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, she's cute.
I think the important differentiation, especially if a game is based off of original content, is I think it's only considered gooner if the character is sexualized beyond what their character originally is.
Like,
Hmm.
what about Label
Like
from
for example, I'll show you an example,
Nikkei?
right? Like if I
Whoa.
show you this,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
this
from the
card,
One Piece card game.
yeah,
Yeah.
from One Piece, right? Like this one is like I don't know if you can pull
Am
that up.
I able to
Like
just
that
do that?
card, like clearly, you know,
Are you
like
guys able
there's a
to see
lot
it?
of
Does
like, you
that work?
know, rewarding things to look at, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
But at the same time, that's also her character. It's not like, oh, someone just deliberately made it really, really gooner for the
Yeah.
sake of making a gooner.
That's
Like
her actual
this is
outfit.
literally her character. She is
Yeah.
like this like kind of like,
She leans into
you
her
know, like
sexuality.
sexy burglar kind of thing, right?
Yeah. That's her thing.
So it's like I wouldn't say that this is like gooner content. I think it's just normal because that's just the art of what the character was all the time anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa.
Oda has
So it's
always liked
yeah.
making like large-breasted, impossible waist ratio.
Is that real?
It's yeah, it
That
probably
can't be
is.
real, right?
I think
I
to be
mean,
honest, like the
it's
author did
only
make
makes
her.
sense because it comes from McDonald's, you know.
What the
Oh
hell?
wait, hold on.
Like
I think this is fake.
you're buying a kid's meal for this card. That'd be funny, dude.
Dude,
Yeah, I think this is a fake. I
that's
think this is
crazy. If that happened, oh no.
Yo, you're like, mom, can I go buy a kid's meal? No, I just need the card, and you're like, they're like 12, 10 years old or something. And you're like,
Grounded
what?
forever.
Why? And they're
no.
like,
Okay,
don't
yeah.
ask. I
No.
think it's
Okay,
fake though.
maybe I think that's fake. Yeah, I think that's fake. Let me see if
Yeah,
I can find more.
because I'm sure if it wasn't fake, I'd see it all over the damn Google search.
Dude, I'll buy like 3 right now.
Exactly, it sells.
It does sell. It does sell.
Label?
Is that Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Robin. Yeah.
Robin's beautiful even in her normal costume. This is not bad.
Yeah,
She's actually not like super out of proportion though, like in her like her source. it's a little bit more lopsided, like in the manga. Like possibly thin
Whoa,
waist
whoa.
and then bigger breasts and wider hips.
All right, this card looks kind of cool. I think it's real.
Isn't she just wearing a different like bikini top in this one?
Different bikini
No,
top.
this is Sanji. Yeah. I remember. He swapped bodies with her a few times.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that's why she has a
You
cigarette.
know?
Yeah. Although they didn't really change his the costume that time though, so that's a little odd. Interesting.
All right, here's a hot take for all you people out there. Okay, I think the One Piece card game, as cool as it is right now, it will eventually die. Right, and it'll die like within the next 2 years. All right, what do you think about that?
I don't know enough about card games to say.
The reason I say
Well,
this
what
is
makes you
because-
think is gonna? Yeah.
okay, for two very big reasons. One, it is based off on like an IP that's like what do you call it? It's like a limited IP, I guess. Like I'll just call it that because in One Piece the anime, how many characters do you have? Like a limited number, right? You can't make up new characters, right? Unless you can. I don't freaking know, right? But
They do have quite
you
a
can't
lot of
make up any new
content to pull from,
characters.
though.
Sorry, what?
They have quite a lot of content to pull from though. There's over 1,000 episodes.
They do
right?
have, yeah, they do have tons of content to pull from, but eventually you will start running out, and I think you'll have to reprint like Nami in everyone's set, right? Like there'll be like a blue Nami, a red Nami, like they'll be in like everybody's deck. And if that's something like those people, I think most people like personal items, like personal things. Like if I play like let's say blue, or whatever it is, like I don't really play this game, but like if I play blue or whatever, I want only the blue characters to be with me, right? I don't want other people having access to the same characters. So it's not personal, right? That's one of them. Unless you're telling me like, oh, they can play any card in any deck, right? Which is fine, but like I still think that's like it's a little weird, but whatever. That and number two, the biggest one is it's a Bandai IP or a Bandai card game, right? Bandai card games notoriously just end because Bandai just soaks the money out of them and then eventually just leaves them out to dry. Like one of my favorite like card games was
cash
the
grab.
Digimon card game. Yeah, the Digimon card game was fucking great. I think the mechanics were amazing. They were really, really nice cards to look at, and yet like because of Bandai, they just like completely like ditched the game. It's just over. Same thing with like the Dragon Ball Z card game. It had like a resurgence, but it's dead again, right? And because it's a Bandai IP, they just soak up all the money from it, all the top cards and whatever are printed and all that stuff, and then eventually like there you go, it ends, and we might have to do another reboot of the card game again. So I think this card game will eventually die, unfortunately. And some of the cards do look pretty damn good, right? But
Well, I think it depends on the market, right? Like I don't think a company will stop making a product if the product is selling well. Right? The reason they don't make a product anymore is because it doesn't sell well. Or it doesn't sell well enough to justify its costs, basically, right? I think currently One Piece, the card game, is a pretty popular card game, and they just got an influx of scalpers from like Pokemon apparently.
Ugh,
Yeah.
So
those bastards.
there's a lot of money going into that thing right now. I think that it stands to reason that it will still be supported until it's no longer popular. I don't know what that time frame looks like, but I think it's entirely possible it can go on. But I can also think, yeah, maybe in 2 years it will just collapse on its own.
I think we're approaching sort of the end of the stream, unless you guys wanted to sort of talk about anything else before we end. You guys have any final thoughts on the subject, or?
Gooner content good, but gameplay is what matters.
Yeah.
Yes, there you
yeah,
go. I think that we can take away from Gooner content good, but gameplay is what ultimately is what people are going to stay for. I guess in a sense, it's kind of like dating. The visual aspect draws you into the person first, and then you get to know their personality, and then you hate the person. But that's just
That
how it
sounds like
is.
some trauma over there. I think that's another stream entirely, dude.
That is another stream entirely. But I do want to talk about one more thing before we leave, and this is about last week's topic. Okay, so last week we talked about AI in video games, right? Or how
Yep.
they're used in video games. So I found something. Okay, I found a game. Okay, guys, I forgot the name of this stupid game, but it's on Steam, and someone was talking about it. So have you guys ever played Repo?
I have not.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I've never played it. I know what
Okay,
it
have you
is.
guys seen Repo? Yeah. So all Repo is like you and your friends go into like a haunted place and you guys are trying to get all these like items and whatever, right? And you guys are trying to like make money off of it, right? And obviously in the haunted house there's like things that they want you dead, right? And you know, there's like a bunch of like different like bosses that'll try and come after you and your friends. And it's funny, right? It's funny cuz you're there with your friends, right? There's a game coming out, okay? Where you guys are going to the place or whatever it is. It's same thing, haunted house. I think you guys are trying to exorcise the ghost in there or whatever the hell it is. I don't even know. Collect items, whatever. But here's the kicker. While you guys are talking in game, okay, there's an AI that's secretly listening into all your conversations, right? And eventually, when you're going throughout this haunted house or whatever, right, it will like you guys will inevitably get split up. Okay, in these games, people inevitably just get split up, right? And when that happens, the AI will spawn in some random person. Like let's say it's like it's Jimmy or whatever, right? And like you'll be walking like through a hallway and you're like, "Yo, Jimmy," and then the AI will use the voice clips of Jimmy and respond to you the way like Jimmy would, right? So you think this whole time it's Jimmy, right? And then eventually, obviously, you'll either find Jimmy or Jimmy's dead, or you find out Jimmy's dead, or whatever the heck it is, and then the jig's up, and then the monster just kills you or whatever, right? So I think that's a great use of AI. What do you guys think on this?
That's pretty cool.
Do you want me to give you the hot take or the practical take?
Okay, give me the practical one for now. Yeah.
Practical take is that there's too much legal ramifications because you'd need to sign an agreement saying they're allowed to use your voice for their commercial product.
That's what. Yeah. You.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same.
Okay.
Agreed.
Fine. Give me the fun take. Give me the fun take. I don't want like legal.
One thing is, I think that's a great idea. I think it would be like, I think it's more like an adventure where like if you don't, sorry, if you complete it without figuring out their AI, you lose, even though you win.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Right,
pretty.
like
cool.
you're- Yeah, I think that's the main. But if you also guess wrong, and let's say you like, I don't know, you can do like this like kind of
Hang
like
Jimmy.
yeah, you hang Jimmy. You're like, I accuse you, you know, like like could do a Among Us thing, like I vote you out, you know, and it's actually Jimmy. Then you also lose because you've just killed your friend and AIs have taken over now.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good, Bev. What do you think on this?
Yeah. I actually am leaning towards his first one, the legal ramifications. It just seems a little bit too
Man,
questionable.
Screw the legal ramifications and the other shit, but like, okay, tell me, because this game is out apparently on Steam somewhere. It's still in the works, but like, it'll be out soon, and that sounds like real fun to me. So, what do you think?
That would be pretty cool. That I would enjoy that. Like, well, no, I'm actually a huge baby. I wouldn't enjoy playing that, but it sounds pretty cool as a as an idea.
Yeah, and it's like, it's in. Okay, you guys want me to tell you how it usually goes down though? Because people have started like, because they know it's an AI listening and they've started gaming it. Hey, do you want me to tell you how they do it?
Would they have a safe word?
Well, yeah, obviously, yes, that. But since they know there's an AI listening to their conversation, they say the most racist, unhinged shit ever, right? And then when they meet the AI says the most racist, unhinged shit ever, and they're like, "Ah, yes, of course." And it only knows, like, about the racist shit because it only records since the game starts, right? Like from your safe house or whatever. So as long as like, you know, you're like you just say some random shit, and then you're like, "All right, Jimmy." Like, you know, tell me like blah blah blah, and like it just keeps saying racist shit. You're like, oh, well, that's not Jimmy. Like, you know, if they could actually perfect the system, that would be kind of fucking cool. But yeah,
I
you know,
think
obviously
the
they have-
system that came to mind that I think you would like was, I think it was an NVIDIA, was like talking about their AI they were developing AI boss systems.
Oh
And,
yeah, that'd be so cool.
and for you who likes to play like Monster Hunter or something, it's like imagine if the boss understands your attack pattern and adapts to it. It's right. Oh, you always try to hit my tail because you know like you guys just like chopping off my tail so that I can't do my tail swing. I'm gonna like bait you into a tail swing and to like just start breathing on you or something.
I mean, to a large part, that would actually be really really cool. But I'm gonna be real with you. If it's an AI that's like learning about how I fight monsters, I'm gonna fucking die. Cause it's gonna be like, oh, I know if I do my big move against you, you'll die because you only carry like 3 potions at a time, and you're woefully unprepared for like the dark or something, right? So like I'll just turn off all the lights or some shit and I'm dead, right? So like if it's something like that, I'm like, dude, I'm doomed. Like I won't be able to do anything against like an actual smart AI that knows how I play Monster Hunter or something like that. I think I'm just dead. Yeah. What about you, Bev? You think you could take on the AI monsters?
Maybe the first few iterations until they realize that, I like panic rolling or whatever. Then they become a Dark Souls raid boss, and then suddenly I want to snap my game in half. You know how it is.
Yeah, bro. We're all trying to have fun here, okay? Like if they start introducing learning AIs, I think I'm dead. I think I'm screwed.
Yeah, man.
I think once it realizes like, oh fuck, this guy always goes for like the 3-hit combo. I'll just parry his last hit of the 3-hit combo, and now he's screwed. Like something like that. I'm dead.
Like Elden
So
Ring
dead.
or Dark Souls, Demon Souls or whatever.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because like in Claire Obscure, for instance, it's not like AI, but they actually have moves like since you can block, sorry, if you can parry and dodge during the combat, they make it so that they actually have fake outs so that you can dodge, but then you dodge the fake out, right? So they just slap you. Imagine if AIs like start implementing that as well. Oh,
No, dude. If games started doing more of that, I think I'll definitely get pissed. But I understand why that game has the fake out mechanic because everyone's looking to parry, right?
yeah, it's free
So
damage
obviously the best
essentially.
way to fuck up the parry is to be like, oh, I'll fake you out, like
Yeah, I remember seeing a clip. I think they faked you out like 5 times in a row. And then they just did an attack in the end. It's like, wow, what a troll. I can't even
Yeah.
remember that clip, but yeah.
All right, everyone. This has been a great conversation so far. If you guys have any sort of recommendations on what topic we should talk about next, I guess put that in the comments. But yeah, for now, that's it. Yeah. Anyone have any closing sort of statements they want to say or any of that?
I think there should be more peak male fantasy, whether it's
Peak male fantasy.
men or women. In fact, I'm
I
gonna
don't know
show
about
up.
that.
I'm gonna show a clip because I
Okay.
really like it. Let me visit site. Oh my god! Can you stop? Can you stop? Okay.
Oh, is that from Diablo 4? I think it is.
It's either Diablo or Demon Souls or something. I think
Yeah,
it's a
it's
trailer.
Diablo. It's Diablo. That's yeah.
This guy is so cool.
Not enough money in the world that could change us. Demons in the basement.
That's so metal, dude.
Words get exchanged. Curse
Oh,
my
yeah.
name. Closet full of skeletons. It's time to get them cleaned up.
You thought
Doused in
he
the
was
gas,
horrifying.
in the flames. Cursed by the fame, buying purses and rings.
Whoa! What
Yeah,
the fuck?
that was so cool. See, I think we need more of that in gaming. People say that guys are only gooners right now, dude. We just want to aura farm. That's what we want to do.
Yeah, that's what Helldivers is for, dude.
Oh, wait, really? Is it like that?
Well,
Damn.
like kind of, yeah. Like you imagine you're like 3 to 4 dudes landing on a planet and you're just annihilating the whole planet by throwing bombs, shooting guns, and yelling at them. Like,
That sounds
Yeah, I mean,
amazing. What the hell?
to be honest, I do think it is peak. In a way, I do think Helldivers is the perfect game. It's the game I've always looked for. Because it really is just a bunch of guys, and you guys are all trying to. It's not even a bunch of guys, it's a bunch of everybody trying to defend humanity against, like, whatever the hell like it comes at them. And if there's a
Yeah, man, yeah.
Warhammer game like that, oh man, Oh man,
Yeah, it's
you
called
best
Space
play that
Marine
first.
2. It's just
Yeah, it is, but
FYI.
like it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Space Marine 2 is like you're on rails. Like, I want something like Helldivers where like anything can drop out of the sky and you got to deal with it, right?
Is it like you're all
I don't know,
like Doom
man.
guy from Doom Eternal and stuff? Is it like that? I never
Well,
actually
you
seen
guys are way
gameplay.
less powered than the Doom guy.
Oh,
Way, way less powered. And you
ah,
guys, yeah. But like because of that, I think you can do the most heroic shit ever. Like I've seen people like jump into like something like a huge bio titan and fucking like throw a grenade like just so they can get a grenade in there.
hmm.
Or like I've seen people drop pod into them. Like they've done some heroic shit in that game, and I think it's a great game. So
Damn, maybe
yeah,
maybe when it gets on sale, I gotta pick it up.
dude, you haven't played Helldivers? That's crazy to me, man. That's
No,
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie,
You would
I
love
wasn't really pulled into it.
Helldivers.
I thought it was gonna be hard like Doom, so I was like, I already feel inadequate. I don't need another game like that.
Well, unfortunately, like the heyday of the game is gone. There's still hardcore players, but like
Oh, is
the
it like
heyday of it's
is
gone
it
now.
mostly co-op? Like
It's
is
all
that the
co-op.
main? Oh shit, yeah. Okay, that sucks.
There's no PvP. It's a PvE game. Completely PvE.
But the heyday is gone, so that it's probably like smaller lobbies. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller, but there's a dedicated fan base that still plays the game. So
And by dedicate, we mean like 200,000-300,000 people concurrently.
and they're very
Like
they're
it's not.
very
It's not.
dedicated.
It's nothing to scoff at. Like it's still a. I would say it's still a relatively healthy game.
Yeah, those men and women have held the line, bro. They've held the line.
You know what?
I need to go back eventually, but
I think that's sexuality done right, dude. My
Oh,
goodness,
hell yeah.
that's the proper sexualization of men and women.
Yep. All right. Anyways, I think that's it. So yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching.